Hi Flosstube, it's Chrissy, finally a farm girl. Welcome to my, ninth Flosstube. It is Saturday, June 5th, 2021. And that's funny because tomorrow my son Phillip turns 21 years old. So we are getting ready for a nice family get-together for a pirate-themed 21st birthday party. There will be beer, but it will be root beer. So, and there's going to be a pirate's chest and a beautiful cake made by his sister. And I'll have all that to share with you on Instagram tomorrow night, I'm sure. But I did want to get with you all and at least I wanted to make sure that I got the giveaway taken care of. So, and I thought I would try for the first time and see if I can reverse the camera and give you the cross-stitch cupboard tour. So I have the doors already open and I'll go through my whips with you. First, I have zero haul. So today it's 100% about cross stitch, and I was so blown away by all the wonderful comments. There was more than 150 comments on the video, on my last video. However, there was 157 comments that included the keyword windmill. So, but what's so lovely is that most of those comments include so much more than just that word. And I just have to say thank you to everybody who gave us well wishes on our new home. And that's just, we have a very, very special community. So thank you. Thank you for, that's the cat that's in the cupboard spilling the buttons. That's real life for you. As you know, I don't edit these out. They just are what they are. Okay, so let's just go, since I literally have haul kind of on the way. I did order some XG Designs linen. I think I mentioned that last time, but it's not here yet. So I had haul, but it was pretty much for the house. This week, as far as a family update, besides Philip's birthday tomorrow, our girls had graduated last Thursday, and then I did the Flosstube Friday, and then Saturday we had their graduation party. And again, it's just a small gathering of a couple of friends and family. So it was just a beautiful cake, and that was delicious. And it was just a celebration for Olivia and for Carolina, and to let them know how proud we were of them. So that was Saturday, and now we turn around and have another celebration. So hopefully after this weekend, we might have a little bit of a break to get the rest of the unpacking done. Randy is actually up in the attic while I'm floss tubing because he wanted to, we were going to put down some boards, some lumber, so that we could use it for better storage. So that's exciting. Anyways, so let's go ahead and I will show you what I have in whips, and I have new starts. So first, I don't have a new start on it, but I am very ready for that. I wanted to share, I told you last week that I was joining in on the flea market flowers. It's So Emma puts the pattern out. Lori Holt was the designer, or is the designer, and I had decided I thought I would just have one bag just for all of Lori Holt's cross-stitch designs. So I had grabbed this one from, let me get up here, from Dot Dot Goose Designs, and it's my first bag that she puts out. They're very sweet, very nicely done. And then what I did was I tried to get, on Fat Quarter Shop, they had a floss drop, and I have yet to see where they're back in stock. And so I decided the next best thing would be for me to find some tags, PDF downloadable tags, that I could just buy and own and make my own floss drops. So I did that, and I don't think that you could go wrong when you order online. I've got a little bit of I'm trying to work this light situation out, and maybe this time it's too bright. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. So I got these really sweet little stitchy girls, and they're vintage, and they reminded me so much of what Lori Holt would enjoy. So I just wrote the DMC floss on the back and punched all my holes. And I thought if anything was going to remind me of Lori Holt, this would do it. So anyways, I really like them, and the colors they are phenomenal. They really are. So the next step for me is to go ahead, and I'm going to use linen from my stash. So I will pick that out and get some stitches in. Okay. Then I told you last time that Stitchy Linda from Instagram, and I were going to do a Carol and Manning stitch along. So I had picked the pattern, and I showed it to you last time. It's just called Red Flower a Day Collection. And I'm stitching this on 28 count mushroom Lugana. And these are the threads. They're really pretty. I love red. And this is my progress. Let's see if I can get them all up here together. I'll get closer. Done here. This is where I'm at right now. Sure you get it good. So there's little like holly berries in the border out there. So it can be for, I'm sure it was a Christmas pattern, but the reds in this, I hope it, let me see, there we go. This is more real. It's so pretty. So I have been doing a flower a day, and the only day I missed was yesterday. So, you know, one day I did this, the big one, and then one other day I did that. And so I am gonna just work from here out and build. And like I said, it's not a huge stitch. I think it's 8 by 10 or 10 by 10, but that's it. And I was so happy with it. So many people on Instagram have mentioned that they are gonna join in. And I've shared, I think, one picture so far of somebody that shared what they were working on. I know another person was actually working on this one as well. It's just in a larger size, which I did not know existed. So that's kind of cool. So basically, since I saw you last, I've worked on a lot of floss drops, got myself ready. All I need is the fabric for flea market flowers. Okay, that's the cats going in and out of the cupboards. I don't get it. They literally, our cats can open the cupboard doors, and they're heavy, and then they let them go. Or they go in, I don't understand. It's the craziest thing. That was another thing we had this week that I posted. Both Ginger and the two kittens, they were fixed. So they had surgeries, and that went really well. And so we're glad to have that all done. So it was kind of crazy busy, but not as bad as when you're moving. So, okay, so those are those two stitches. Now, right now I have 3 Twin Peak Primitives model stitches, and 2 are collaborations. So this one here, I can't show you the pattern, but I can show you. I was telling you there's a Halloween one. It's like a murky linen, but it isn't. It's 28 count, and I can't read the name. So I'm gonna find out from Brick City so I can tell you accurately. But this is what I have done. Okay, now you can see the green. So it's not as dark as murky, but it's still like swampy. And oh my gosh, Is she cute or what? I mean, come on, you know what she is, so I'm just not gonna say the rest. But she's so cute. And the whole design, guys. The whole design. 100% of it is just so good. So that's my start on that model stitching. This is another one that I can't tell you too much. As it goes along, you'll start seeing the more of the beauty of it. But it's a summer stitch, and I already know where I'm gonna hang it. And this is on 28 count water lily. And I can explain more why I picked water lily, Jobelan water lily, later. But right now, what you've got is this nice black crow, and we're working on, I can tell you this is gonna be like a farmhouse table. So the details will come in. So I was able to get 1, 2, 3 new starts in this week. And the other huge piece that I showed you last time, I really actually, I didn't put it down, but I actually just kept filling in that area and getting stitches in, but I wanted to get these others going. And the flower a day with the Carolyn Manning, the hashtag for that is C Manning Sal. That's it. Hashtag C Manning Sal. And if you could follow me and follow Linda on Instagram, if you're on Instagram, please tag me. I would love to see your progress. On Flea Market Flowers, as soon as I pick out my linen, probably tomorrow night, I'll sit down after the party, and I will pick out what I'm gonna use, and get some stitches in. Because again, even if I accomplished a half of one of her blocks a day, it's not a huge stitch. So I'd like to participate and be part of that. Everybody else that I've seen the Flea Market Flowers, they're just gorgeous. So I was able to, I think it was last night and the night before, with feeling a little more normal around here, I was able to catch up on some Flosstube. So let's see, I watched Christy at Crosshatch Quilts, and I loved catching up with her. I did not know that she had some eye surgery, so it was fun to get caught up and to know that she was on the mend, and I love her so much. She's another really authentic person, and her stitches are beautiful. So she was working on some red work, and I love her red floss a day philosophy, which I would like to get into that too. It's fun to see a red sampler come together, and I believe her and she had grabbed the idea from Lori Holt, where Lori Holt always has a red sampler being stitched, and what she'll do is just one strand of floss a day before bed or in the morning, and it's just one strand a day, and that's it. So it's kind of like my flower a day, but even some of the red samplers are not huge, so you see some pretty significant progress. And anyways, I believe in when Lori Holt and Christy from Crosshatch Quilts, when she visited Lori, they did a duo, a Flosstube duo together, and that's where they shared that. So if you found that Flosstube, you would be able to see that floss a day discussion. Anyways, and all her red work, which is gorgeous. Okay, so who else did I watch? I of course I always watched. Even if I watch it once, there are some Flosstubes that I can watch over and over again, and Brenda and Laura are one of those. And sometimes I'll watch it twice and I'll stitch through the second time, because usually for Brenda and Laura's first one, I won't stitch during that. I'll have a snack or something, but literally I will watch it eyes on the whole time, and then the second time I will listen and stitch. So I caught up with, I'm trying to think of who else. I must have grabbed onto about 5 of them. Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch, I caught up on hers. Alba Stitcher, I watched hers. And Lancashire Stitcher, I enjoy hers as well. There's just, I don't know how I won't catch up. But anyways, it's always fun to watch new ones. And yes, last night when I was working on my new, and you can tell it's Halloween start, I watched Creatively Yours, and I really enjoy her. I love her work. I have an exciting new project, but I will wait and share with you when I have the pattern in my hot little hands. But I'm excited about it, and it's new. It would be a new designer for me, a new pattern type. So I'm really chomping at the bit on that one. Okay, so I think that's kind of it. Let me see if I can. I'm afraid I may not be able to flip this camera around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to reveal the winner of the giveaway. If you recall, last Flosstube, I had showed a Twin Peak Primitives kit, and they gifted one to me, and it had windmills on it and a little boy with, it looks like a German Shepherd, and this is my very first giveaway. So I was really happy that so many people were interested. And I can tell you that the winner of this, I did it through the Flosstube, the YouTube automatic generator that you see Pam and Steph and everybody else use. But the winner is Sharon Hendricks. And her comment was, "So happy that you are getting settled in. I pray y'all have many wonderful years in your new home, Windmill." So Sharon, let's see if I can get on there, Sharon Hendricks, you are my very first Flosstube giveaway winner. And what I need you to do is just, if you are on Instagram, message me, and I will send your address and your information up to Diane, who works the Twin Peak Primitive Exclusives Etsy shop. They have two Etsy shops. There's Twin Peak Primitives, that's their patterns, and then they also have the Twin Peak Primitive Exclusives, and that's where their kits are. So Diane runs that for them. So Diane will ship it directly to you with all the goodies in it. Now, if you are not on Instagram, you can comment on my video, the last one, and let me know, and I will go ahead and get you my email address so that we can contact each other that way. So anyways, I'm thinking that the best solution is to just completely finish. That way I don't lose this at all. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, I will just quickly do a separate video of the cross stitch cupboard, and that's what I'll call the video. I'll just call it a special edition tour. So the very last thing I was going to say was that I had mentioned what my husband had said that my closing should be. And he's a funny guy. Randy is a very funny guy. So he thought I should always close out in a particular way. And I ran that by my audience, and y'all were very funny. And I'm gonna say, I think I recall only 2 people were hesitant. And I do agree wholeheartedly that if it doesn't flow from me, then it's not from me. But I have to say that 98% of you or more were all in, so I think we'll just give it a shot, and sometimes I will and maybe sometimes I won't. But it was so fun, and he was so proud that he was that clever. So I'm just gonna leave it with this and say thank you to everybody for all your warm wishes over our house. I will have haul next Friday, and I will have much more progress as my life returns to a more normal. I don't think anybody has a normal life. No, not me. But I am very close to being able to give you a house tour. My dad was so sweet and generous enough that he has helped in our master bedroom, and he painted it for me. And next week he's going to do the bathroom. So we are very close to sharing our new house with you. But for now, I'll just say, don't forget to floss. Love you.